Hey there, developers, and welcome back to our channel. Have you ever been coding late night? Have you ever been coding late into night and wished for soothing dark mode in your applications? Well, today we have something special for you. We are going to dive into the exciting world of React and Tailwind CSS to show you how to create a sleek and responsive dark mode switch for your next project. Whether you are a seasoned pro or just getting started, you will find this tutorial easy to follow and packed with valuable insights. So grab your favorite text editor and let's get coding. So first of all, open the official documentation of the Tailwind CSS, and from the home page, click on the docs. From there, click on the framework guides, and as we want to use React, so find the React documentation here, click on that, and we will follow these commands step by step. So first thing, we need to copy both of these commands and open your favorite terminal and paste it. So it will, the first command will actually create the React project with the my project name, and then with the cd we will go inside that folder, and after it is done, we will install the Tailwind CSS as the development dependency, and we will also initialize the Tailwind CSS by using this command uh, that will install it, and also it will generate your Tailwind config.js file. All right, the project has been installed. Now I will open this project in my VS Code. For that, I will type code dot space dot, and now it is open in the VS Code. Now I will install the Tailwind CSS. So for that, I will copy both of these commands and open the VS Code. And inside the terminal of the VS Code, I will paste these two commands. It will run everyone one by one. And you can see it has created an empty basic structure for the Tailwind configuration. So I will now copy paste the default configuration that they are recommending on their website. So here I will replace it with the setting that we got from their website. After that, it is suggesting us to add this code. So this is to add the Tailwind directives to your CSS. So as it is saying, add the Tailwind directives for each of the Tailwind's layers to your source/index CSS file. So open it. So you can see we have already indexed a CSS file. So I'm going to copy it and paste it on the top of everything. And once that is done, I can run the project in the terminal. The project is running now in my browser. Now I will copy paste this code in my main file app.js. So open the app.js. I will replace it with that one. Okay, now you can see that Tailwind CSS is working perfectly fine. You can add a color as well to test it further. Okay, it is working. Now let's start adding some styles and content in this. First of all, I will add a main div. In this, I am going to add some heading. Next, I will add some dummy text. For that, I will add a paragraph tag, and I will generate some dummy text first. On the bottom, I want to add two buttons. So okay, let's keep only one button for now. So this is how it is looking. Now let us start designing this. So first of all, I want to add some classes. First class would be the width should be equal to screen width, and h should also be screen. And after that, I want to add flex, and I want to add items center and justify center. Also, I want to add flex column. Okay, you can see that everything is in the middle now. Now I will add some classes here. Now I need some margin bottom. After that, I need to limit the width for the paragraph. Now I will design the get started button. Okay, let me just quickly add some hover effect as well. Now on the top right side, I want to add a button. So for that, I will add a button here, and I will add some styles to keep it on the top right side. For that, add class name attribute. Now it's time to add some events. So first of all, we need to make a change in the tailwind config.js file. The change is that by default it uses the dark mode value media. So that's mean it will use the system dark mode or system theme by default, but we want to override it with the help of the class, so that we could add class and we could utilize the toggle behavior from the button. So here I will add a click event first on click, and on this click event I can call a function, and the function name would be the toggle theme, and here we will define that function. Now I will get the document element dot class list dot add and use the dark class. So whenever we call this function, it will add or remove the dark class. So we will observe it by clicking on it from the inspect element. So open the element and observe the body or HTML tag. You can see if I click on it, it will add the dark class, but if I click on that again, it is not adding it again. So let me see. So instead of using add, I will use the toggle function, so that will remove as well. So you can see it can remove and add as well. Now we need to make some changes. So if there is a dark mode enabled, then we want different background color for this. So for that, here I will add dark bg black. Now you can see that as dark mode is enabled, that's why the background color is black now. But the text is also black, so we have to fix that as well. In order to fix that, I will add dark text should be white. So in the dark mode, the text should be white. Now you can see that in the dark mode, text is white. If I disable the dark mode, the text would be in the default state and background color as well. Now I also want to change the background color of the dark mode button. So for that, I will add dark bg white. And let's see, but text should also be fixed for the dark mode. Okay, you can see that it is now looking better, but the text does not make sense. It is still saying dark mode, so we have to change the text for the dark mode as well. So here I will say that if, so we also have to maintain the state, or we can get the state of the theme by using the document element dot class list. So for that, I will use a function is dark mode active. So I will use document element dot class list dot contains and give it the dark, and I will return it. So now I can simply call this function to check if it is enabled or not. So if it is enabled, then I will check. I will light here. Otherwise, I will add dark. So let's see how it will look. So you can see that it is light, but it is still not rendering the div element. So the better approach is that instead of using this function, I will use the state of the React. For that, I will use mode set mode, and here we will import the use state from the React. Make sure to import it like this, and by default the mode is light. Let me see. So you can see by default it is light. Now we will add a hook for use effect hook, and it will receive a callback as the callback function, and the second parameter would be the mode. So it every time the mode is updated, it will call this function for us. Actually, I can simply use this here. I don't need a toggle theme function anymore. Also here, let me update it with the dark mode, and its default value would be false. Set dark mode. Okay, now let me update this one as well. And here, let me create a variable. Let mode is equal to dark mode. If dark mode is true, then we will use the text dark, otherwise light. Okay, now we don't need this function as well. Instead of calling this function, I will create my own function here that would be called on click, and here I will set mode, set dark mode. 1 second, let me add it as well here. Okay, now I will revert the value of the dark mode. So if it is true, it will make it false. Here I will check if dark mode is not enabled, then show the word light, otherwise show the word dark. So yeah, maybe we need the reverse. Okay. So we also need to reverse this condition as well. So there is an issue when I click on the dark mode, it adds the dark, but if I click on it again, it does not remove the dark class, but it will add additional dark light class. So we have to handle that as well. Instead of using toggle here, I will use add. So let's not use it at all. So we will wrap it in the condition that if dark mode is true, then add the class dark here. Else, and also we need to remove the dark class if it is not dark. Instead of add, I will call the remove function. Okay, now let's test it. You can see that, let me reload it first. So now you can see that there is a dark class. If I click on that, the dark class will be removed and everything is working as expected. You can see that the word light and dark is also switching. That's it. So this is how you can create a fully functional dark mode switch using React and Tailwind CSS. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and now you can give your users the comfort of switching between light and dark modes effortlessly. If you liked this video, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tutorials like this one. Have questions or suggestions? Drop a comment below and we will do our best to get back to you. Thanks for joining us today. Happy coding and see you in the next video.